call it a clean break. Do you feel the vibes, baby? Do you feel the vibes?
What is up, guys? It is Austin from Coloradokicks, and we are going to do our first collection video today. So I'm just going to kind of run through. I don't have anything too crazy, but it's all stuff that I've collected over the years. So let's get into it. Let's see with these guys. Diamond turf trainers. As a big baseball fan, if you can't see from all the Rockies hats, like, they're dope in their own little way. They're probably a shoe that went on sale at your local Ross that nobody else likes, but it's whatever. I think they're cool. My singular pair of the NMDs. I had to get the red R1s, get in on that hype train real quick. These guys are definitely a pair as I throw everything on the hallway. You guys have seen these before. I won't go through those. We did that Air Max Zero review. Let's see. Multicolor racers from, this is the 2016 version, so the latest ones. They didn't do as well as all the other ones for some reason. Let's see. Oh, this is my little collection booster. These very near DS Roshis. Triple black Prestos. You guys don't pair Prestos, look into one. Okay, so the KD6 really got me into Nike basketball, and I've kind of stayed with Nike basketball. If we would have done this collection video probably a year ago today, I had like 60 pair of KDs, my favorite basketball player. Since then, I've really sold off a lot. I've kept a few, the Liger pair being one of the few. As we'll go through, you see I like the bright, obnoxious shoes. That's kind of different from the red, black, white that everybody else wears. So that's what really I like about it. And the KD, every KD has a story. Like, his favorite animal is the liger, so they put it on a shoe. Like, that's dope to me. Gamma 11s. These are a Pro Bowl shoe from a couple years ago that I've never seen anybody else have, to be honest. I'm sure they're out there. I know they released on Nike, but I've never seen anybody else with them. All-Star KD7s. Oh, this is probably the only Jordan I'm going to show you guys. They are ridiculously beat, but this is the first pair of Jordans I ever had. The first pair of shoes I ever had that really got me into collecting sneakers. The Blacksmith 3. So this shoe means a ton to me. The 3 silhouette in general. I really want one with the Nike Air on the back, but they'll do for now. Alright, let's see what else we got. Alright, another shoe that I'm super into for some reason is the Roshi. A few ship shoes, don't do this. This is terrible. But it's the Roshi Run. I know that kind of hit its hype peak years ago, but it's still a shoe I really enjoy. So this is obviously the royal blue from the Safari pack. There's a black pair, a mint pair, this blue pair, and the all red pair. If anybody has the all red and the 13, please let me know. I need the all red pair. That is the royal, and then what color is this? The black, the midnight fog. Has the leather on it. It's a little bit different from a normal Roshi. Here's another pack that I collected in the Roshis, the whole polka dot pack. I was really irritated because I bought all these from sneakers and stuff as soon as they released, not knowing they were going to get a US date. And they're probably still on Nike for like $2.99 at this point because nobody bought them. Alright, here's kind of a cool shoe. It's another KD. But it's a series I've collected up until the KD8. I haven't got the KD8. I'm sure I'll find it on sale somewhere. But the Ant Pro KD5. The whole Ant Pro series is just so unique, so different, such a good cause. And this 5, to have all the little details, I don't know if you can see it on the camera right there, and that's all 3M. It's a really slept on shoe, and I picked it up for like $100 and I couldn't have been more happy about it. Green Roshi from the polka dot pack. Ant Pro KD6 is probably my favorite Ant Pro. It took me forever to track this down. Was scammed like twice off good old Kixify for somebody trying to sell me these. I think as far as KD hype goes, the KD6 and this and what the KDs kind of had the biggest aura around them and the hardest to get. So I'm really happy I could get a pair of those. Some SBs down here. White and red from the polka dot pack. Christmas dunks, something a little unique. If you don't have a pair of SBs, you need one. If anybody wants the size swap, it's a good old 10. I need a 13. Probably pull off a 12. But you guys probably know what this is from our numerous videos on it because we're high beasts and love Yeezys. Right here. Alright, this is probably the most excited pair to show you. Go get on the Brooks train, the Brooks Glycerin. Shout out to Amy with Brooks for hooking me up with these guys for free. But seriously, as a running shoe, they're great. Okay, this is a shoe Nick and I both have. These were super sought after when they came out, and then they restocked like 37,000 times. But the Xenofluxes, like the 3M technology, when they first came out was something I'd never seen before, and so when I first saw pictures of this shoe that I absolutely had to have. I think it came out All-Star Weekend when they were in New York, and I don't know, it's been something I've been really happy to have and still wear a lot. I'm not even going to show you guys these. You've seen these in 2 separate videos now. My Yeezys, the Pirate Blacks, some Fluxes, yellow Air Max Zero. Really want the navy, but I'm happy with these and the ID. I had to be trues, but ended up returning them. My car broke and I needed money, but they're cool. Let's see what else. Ultra Boost, you guys have seen the creams. The only LeBron I currently own, the LeBron Palmer. As far as comfort-wise goes, it is amazing, and I'm super happy I found this for 50 bucks. Shout out to the dude on Facebook. I wasn't going to pass it up for 50 bucks. Oh, multicolor racer from last year. These are the ones that seem to do way better than this year's. They have a lot more green, or the other one has a lot more yellow. I still need that OG pair. And if we're sticking with multicolor Flyknit, another shoe, multicolor Roshi. Let's see what else we got. Try to go quick through this. Oreo Racers, the OGs. This is another, being a Roshi fan, Roshi collector. This shoe came out in Europe like 3 years before it ever hit US, and I think it sat and ended up going on sale as well. But it's something that you never see, you know, breaks necks when you're wearing it. Nobody ever has seen a shoe like that before. Another KD7. The only Kyrie one I have, I had the Dreams, I had the Australia pair, this pair. I think I had another one, but I'm not sure. For just the USA, you can't go wrong. And after Kyrie dropped that performance in the finals this year, I had traded that to a friend and I had to get a bag. Last pair from the Safari pack I have, the Crystal Mint. Really unique color, almost like a Tiffany blue. Something you don't see every day. I like the monotone. Now, all you Kobe stands out there, I have my 1 pair of Kobe's. Kobe 8's the best Kobe model, I think, to ever release, just in that purple gradient. I'm a big Rockies fan, so it goes go to the Tulowitzki jersey back in the day before he decided to leave us. More KDs. Boom, this is probably my holy grail of KDs. Is the KD4 Ant Pearl. The very first Ant Pearl to ever release. It didn't release online, was Nike stores only and select House of Hoops. I ended up, there's a dude I've been friends with. He lives in Orlando and he had 3 pairs at the time and really hooked it up with a great deal. And this was my first pair of KD4s and I haven't been more pleased. I love them to death. It's an amazing looking shoe. Let's see what we got down here. Another kind of hyped KD7. The global games with that all red. Anything all red is going to sell well, I feel like. This is another shoe Nick and I both have. Oh, Nick, you got rid of your pair. But we both had it. Ant Pearl KD7. Gorgeous shoe. I love the pearl accents on the back. Alright, this is probably the only other Jordan I'll show you. Just because it's a unique size, unicorn size 13.5. I don't know anybody else have ever seen it. Concord 11 low. I sold this and was super pissed and Nick ended up finding me a pair in a 13.5, and I couldn't have been more happy. Those are probably one of my favorite Jordans of all time. I don't know why, but I love the 11 low silhouette. Another Roshi that you don't see every day, the New York City edition from, I don't even know, I forget. It was some 2013 World Cup, maybe? I think it was World Cup. But it has a really nice material, all suede inside, leather laces. If you guys are familiar with Sperry's, it's just like that. But it's something obnoxious that you don't see every day, and I like it. What the KD6 is, possibly the best KD to ever release. Boom. And pearl accents. What else we got? This is an old pair of shoes that I had in middle school. I found them on eBay for 20 bucks. They're not in the best shape, but I had to get them back. They're Chris Paul 2s in the Mardi Gras colorway. The patent leather, I don't know what it is. I loved it. In the back, it has the 61. He scored 61 points the day after his dad died in a high school basketball game. I don't know. The little details on this, the colorway, it's the best Chris Paul ever, I think, to release. I love it to death. Another KD4. Alright, so this is an interesting shoe. The KD8, nobody seemed to like the KD8 with this big old thing on the back. As far as comfort goes, it's a really comfortable shoe. I've had 3 pairs, down to 1 the other 2. It's the only problem I've ever had is the Zoom Air has popped. A staple both times at work, popped the Zoom Air. So I'm left with this one and wasn't too impressed, needless to say, with the craftsmanship on those guys. Boom, so here's another what the KD's, I didn't have the KD8, I wasn't a fan of. It looked like a bacteria culture in a little, like, petri dish. It was the most ugly thing in the world as I dropped that shoe. And the KD5, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the KD market, but sells for like upwards of $500-$600. It was really rare when it came out. So I'm just stuck with the 6 and the 7. But I'm happy with both of them. Back to, I like the story behind the shoe, piecing it all together. This was the first shoe that really got me into Adidas. The Prism Flux. I don't know if you guys paid any attention back in the day. These were the come up. If you could get your hands on these, they were selling for almost double retail. I think retail was $194. Yeah, and they were going close to $200 shipped. It was ridiculous. Ended up finding a pair on a restock on Shoe Palace. And the colors on those are just so bright and vibrant. I love it. Here's a shoe. This is a good one for last. I probably tracked this shoe down for 2 years before I found it. There's a dude in Philadelphia. I ended up meeting up with him in Vegas and finally convincing him in person to sell them to me. I overslept. They released day after Christmas, 2012, 2011 maybe. But the Cheetah Roshi, I've heard a lot of people say it's the Grail, which it's weird to have a Roshi as your Grail, but like I said, I tracked this shoe down for 3 years before I could find it. And the dude ended up giving me a deal that I couldn't pass up, like $100. I'm sorry, they're super dirty. But it's an amazing shoe. It's just so unique and different from anything that Nike's really ever done. To put a full animal print with a bright lime green swoosh just accents it perfect. And as far as shoes in my collection go, besides the Ant Pro KD4, this is probably my second favorite one. Over any of the Yeezys, it's just so... It's the fact that when you try to track stuff down, and that's why I think Nick and I are both so proud of the shoes we have. It's not all about having the most heat, the most ridiculous stuff. And we live in Colorado. We have never had anybody release an Adidas Yeezy in the state of Colorado. Anything we get online or just from hard work trying to track it down and finding what we like. So, yeah, that's all, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.